Hi, my name is Frank Rivera. I am president and founder of Sarcoidosis of Long Island. Let me start this video off with a friendly disclaimer. All opinions on this video are mine and only mine. They do not represent any organization I represent, and I will not be naming any hospitals or doctors for their own privacy. Also, if I talk about my story then and now, this video would be really long. So I'm going to make a couple of episodes, probably about 4. And of course, different videos for each episode. Let's start. Episode 1. Let's set the scene. This is the beginning of my crusade to find my diagnosis. Well, let me start off at the beginning. Once upon a time. Oh wait, let's not go that far. Alright, I'm going to start in 2004. I was living in Florida in 2004. I was working at a medical supply company as a sales representative. In the back of the warehouse, they had cleaned medical equipment that was brought back from patients with some very dangerous chemicals they were cleaning them with. Unfortunately, they didn't have the proper ventilation. I was having trouble breathing, so I ended up in an emergency room. They did some tests and a CT scan and found out I had some masses all over my lungs. I have to say, I was truly scared. They told me I needed to see an oncologist, so I was referred to an oncologist affiliated with the hospital. He decided I needed a biopsy. I went and got a biopsy. As I waited for the results, I thought this was the hardest and the most stressful time of my life. Well, that is what I thought at the time. The doctor told me I had cancer. I was like, really? I never smoked. I was told you don't have to smoke to get lung cancer. Boy, was I scared. So the doctor told me that since it is in every lobe of my lungs, I would not be able to have surgery. At that point, my heart dropped. I was thinking, oh my God, I have a 2-year-old daughter. I need to be there for her. What am I going to do? So I was told by a doctor that I could try this very aggressive chemotherapy. With that and radiation, I may have a chance of surviving. Well, I was all for it. Anything I could do to live, I was all for it. I was told of all the side effects. I thought to myself, how bad could it be? Really, I was fooling myself. The chemo and radiation kicked my butt. I lost my hair. I lost strength. I lost so much, including my will. The worst was when I was down to 98 pounds. All I wanted to do was sleep. This went on and off for 4 years. In 2008, I finally heard the best news anyone with cancer could hear. You are in remission. Imagine the relief I had. Fast forward to 2009. I moved back to New York because I met this really great gal, Diana. Fast forward to 2011 in January. On January 3rd, 2011, my wife had a baby called Isabella Joy Rivera. She was born really early, 25 weeks. We had a skeptical excitement, of course, because she was born so early. We were so happy that she even lived through the birth. Well, our happiness was short-lived. After 5 days of being in the NICU, Isabella's lungs were not developed enough. Isabella passed away on January 8th, 2011. That, to this day, has been the worst I personally felt. Then, without much time to mourn my daughter's passing, I started to have abdomen problems. Just days later, I started to having more and more abdomen problems. I have IBS, so I had an abdomen attack, and the pain was extreme. I ended up going to the local hospital. They took some x-rays and CT scan of my abdomen. Well, the CT scan also took some pictures of my lower lobes of my lungs. While waiting for the results, I was still in the hospital. The doctor came in and told me I had masses on the lower lobes. I was devastated. The only thing that crossed my mind was, here we go again. I was told to go to the cancer hospital. So I made an appointment, and the doctor told me we need to take a biopsy. So, of course, this is what we did. I mean, what else can you do? After the biopsy, the doctor came out and told me I have sarcoidosis. What? Sarcoidosis what? Sarcoidosis. 7 years to be rightly diagnosed. That is enough for one episode. I'll come back for the next. The next episode will be my sarcoidosis diagnosis and surgeries.